We're well into the city, pretty far past Cuba Street and the Bell House. Now that I've been there once, I also recognize Te Papa, the museum, when we pass by it. I know there isn't much I don't recognize. I've been all over this part of Wellington enough that I could probably get from here to Mount Victoria with my eyes closed. I memorized other cities the same way when I lived there, but for the most part, once I left, I forgot all about them. I'm not sure I'd ever be able to forget the streets of Wellington, though, even if I wanted to. Instead of humming, Aspen started fidgeting again as we walk, messing with her phone and purse and hat and glasses. I recognize the shops and apartment buildings from the walk to Aspen's house, so we can't be very far from the station.
Are you nervous?
Me? No. No. Why would I be?
What's happening?
Do I seem nervous?
Yeah. Is it because of the bus? You don't have to worry about that. I've ridden on them lots of times and they only broke down like once.
No, it's not that. I mean, no, I'm not nervous.
Okay.
I've never seen Aspen more nervous, but I still don't push it. I can hear and smell the bus station before I see it, and then it comes into view. There are 2 or 3 buses parked or passing through. I wonder if one of them is Aspen's. We stop across the street, and she checks her phone again, then puts it away.
You're not late, are you? Oh, I could have walked faster.
No, we're right on time. It'll be here any minute now.
Cool. I'll wait with you till it arrives.
I start to cross the road, but stop when I notice Aspen isn't following. Instead, she's still standing on the sidewalk, gripping the strap on her bag tightly.
Aspen?
What is happening? I trot back to her, looking around to see if I'm missing something, but there's nothing. Other than a couple people waiting far away at the station.
Are you alright?
Is she just like really anxious that she might forget Miho? Oh my god. Is she gonna die? Oh my gosh. She blinks a couple times and then takes a deep breath before facing me.
Miho, I have to tell you something.
Oh my god. The effect of her words is immediate. Thud, thud. Like she casts a spell, my heart starts to race. Whatever she's gonna say must be why she was acting so weird all afternoon. Oh, is she confessing? Is it something bad? Is she not going to come back after all?
Yeah?
I barely managed to croak out an answer. I can't handle more heartbreak so soon.
It's something that I've been thinking about telling you for a long time.
Oh, she's confessing.
But it was one of those things where I wasn't sure how. Or when. Because I didn't know how you'd take it.
What could it be? What could it even be? We just saw Juliet, so it can't be anything to do with her. Lena?
But then, after we all talked the other night, I realized that I should just say it anyway. Because no matter what, I know I would regret it more later if I didn't. Who knows how many more chances I might get? So I thought about it. A lot. What the right words were. And I just couldn't figure it out.
God.
So I didn't prepare. I'm just saying this, somehow, and hoping. God, I'm actually saying this, aren't I?
Her grip on her hat shifts, clutching it so tightly. Her knuckles are turning white. I feel frozen in place, not sure what to do or say. All I can do is stare, my heart feeling like it's going to explode out of my chest while she looks down at the ground. Whispering something to herself, she wrings her hat in her hands before finally looking back at me.
There's something I want you to know. Miho, I used to think that there was no way someone like you could exist.
Okay, that's a weird that's a weird way to put it.
Someone who looks at the world like you do, and is honest about what you see. The good and the bad.
That's just autism. Oh yeah.
And at the same time, someone who doesn't realize just how much she has to offer. Just how much she makes... you make... people happy. But here you are. Maybe meeting you used up all my luck for the rest of my life. But here you are. And I love you. And I just couldn't keep not telling you that. In case maybe you love me too.
What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? She's actually, oh my
Couldn't
god.
keep just
Oh my
hoping
God.
and wondering and not knowing. And now that I've said it, it feels so good to have out there.
Oh my god, Aspen.
I love you, Miho. I love you.
That's that's a lot. That's girl, girl, girl.
At first, I wasn't sure because everything seemed too perfect and unreal. I thought that I was just letting myself get carried away like I always do. A silly little daydream, but it's true. It makes me feel silly how much already, when I think of how utterly stupid it always sounded to me when reading about love at first sight.
Ah.
But how could it be anything else? I don't believe in coincidence, Miho. My life was changed the moment I saw you. I just didn't know it yet. Now I do. Now we both do. I love you, Miho. It's out there, and I can't take it back.
Oh god. I wonder how Miho is reacting to this. Her words drift away into the air as we look at each other in silence. My head is TV static, buzzing with nothing to show. Not because it's empty, but because there's too much for me to process. Aspen? In love? With me? Wind whips past my face as the bus rolls by, pulling into the station. I barely notice it, barely able to notice anything. Aspen is in love with me? I don't know what to say. Oh, but Aspen raises a finger to her lips.
Shh. Don't tell me.
I said it now before I leave for a reason. Because I thought you might say that. Tomorrow, whatever it is you feel, I'll hear it then.
Aww. There's gonna be a situation where Aspen forgets Miho, isn't it? I look at her face for some guide on how to respond, but she just gives a smile, a weak, fragile smile. Left dumbfounded, I nod. Aspen is in love with me? I see the tragedy happening already. She's gonna forget. She's gonna come back, and then Miho's gonna be heartbroken. Returning her hat to her head, Aspen sighs like she just finished a hard day's work.
Well, that's it. All I have to say, I suppose. As if that wasn't one of the most important things I've ever said in my life.
Oh, girl.
That's my bus. So, I'll see you tomorrow, Miho. And no matter what, it's okay.
Oh, Aspen.
If we just carry on being friends like normal, I'm fine with that.
Oh!
More than fine. I'm just glad that I took the chance to tell you.
I guess it depends on the person. For how nervous she was a few minutes ago, she does seem a lot calmer now. I may as well be a statue as Aspen starts to walk past me, but then she pauses.
May I give you a goodbye hug?
Not much I can respond to, at least.
Yeah.
We wrap our arms around each other, that weird human custom. Everything may have just changed, but she's still the same Aspen she was when we left the library. I try to listen for what she might be saying without words as she squeezes me tight. Finally, she steps away with a smile. It might be the most genuine one I've ever seen on her face.
Bye, Miho.
Bye.
I make my way back to the library like a zombie, my feet moving without really thinking about it. Aspen's words keep replaying over and over in my head. I get them, but I can't make sense of them. There is not a sound to be heard from the empty aisles when I enter. Juliet having finished tidying up in the hour or so that's passed since I left. After a quick glance around, I head towards the stairs. When I head up to the second floor, I spot a sliver of light from underneath Juliet's bedroom door. I knock and it opens just a moment later. Juliet greets me with a calm smile at first, but the corners of her mouth falters as she looks at my face. I don't quite know what expression I'm making right now. I don't know what I'm even feeling to begin with.
Miho? Did something happen?
Oh, Juliet, you mind reader.
Aspen said she's in love with me.
Oh, I see.
Juliet's not the type to be shocked easily. That's why I wanted to see her for advice. But she's even less surprised than I thought she would be.
Give me just a moment, and I'll meet you in my study.
I nod and head over there, opening the door. As I walk into the darkness, I'm met by several pairs of eyes. Just as startled as I am, several bats begin to flap their wings and noisily take flight, chittering overhead before most of them leave out the open window. The biggest one watches me for a bit longer before departing as well. By the time Julia enters the study and turns on the lamp, it's just me and her.
Sorry I scared off all your bats.
It's fine. Don't worry. I'll be back before too long.
We settle down into the same seats as last time, with Juliet behind her desk and me across from it.
So, Aspen.
Yeah. Aspen.
I wonder what Aspen's thinking right now. Is her head as much of a mess as mine? Probably knowing her.
We had just gotten to the bus station when she stopped and said it. She said she waited until just before she left, so she didn't have to hear my feelings until tomorrow, when she gets home.
And what are your feelings?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't ever thought about love or someone being in love with me. I don't even really know what it means. I know the word, but how does it feel? How would I know? The other day, you talked about how much you loved Cosette, and how you didn't know much about love before then. This is a different love from that, right?
She thinks to herself for a while, carefully considering her answer. I'm glad she does. At least one of us can stand back and think over this properly.
Yes and no. Of course, the bond between a parent and their child is different than that of two partners, but it comes from the same part of the heart. The part that you give away to somebody else.
Aww.
Love is when you care about another person so much that the feeling becomes bigger than you. When your life is more full and joyful for the presence of that person in it. I could throw out any number of cliches, but they'd be meaningless. What love means and how it feels are different for every person. To speak from my own experiences, love is like a flower. It starts as something tiny, but as it's nurtured and cared for, it grows. It reaches toward the sunlight and towards something better, and blooms into something beautiful. Not all flowers grow at the same rate, and not all flowers look the same. But wouldn't you agree that that's the joy of flowers, Miho?
I look up from the floor towards Juliet, who's watching me warmly.
I like flowers, but I've never grown one before.
The same can be said for everyone at some point. But as long as you're willing to give it the time and patience that it deserves, even the tiniest seed can become something wonderful.
Juliet must see the confusion on my face because she touches my hand gently.
You should take some time to yourself, Miho. We can talk about it later tonight, if you're ready. If you needed even more time, I'm sure Aspen would understand.
Yeah. I need to think about it. And sorry for waking you up. Or keeping you up. Whichever.
It's no trouble at all. I'm glad that you felt comfortable coming to me about this.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first thing I did. Thanks, by the way. You've helped me out a lot.
Of course. It's my pleasure. It's what friends are for.
Juliet returns to bed and I go back to my room as well. I sit down on the floor, which is where I've done a lot of my best thinking lately. I lean against my bed and turn on the TV. There sure are a lot of shows and movies about love, aren't there? It's difficult to imagine that concept applying to me. I do know that I care about Aspen a lot. I like being around her. I like talking to her. I look forward to seeing her when she's not there. We're friends, but could we be more than that? I spend a few hours stewing in my thoughts and not coming to any conclusions. Love feels like something that couldn't and shouldn't apply to me, and yet, here I am. Hours pass as I consider the issue from every different angle. I end up with some questions than answers, but with more questions than answers. Is it something I want? Is it something I could ever even do? What I choose to say to Aspen doesn't just affect me, but it affects her too. No matter what, both of our lives are about to change. And no matter what, I have to make a decision. I'm sure that I'll have some doubts either way, but I can't just ignore or run away from this. So, after turning it over and over in my mind, I finally make a choice. Slowly, I stand up and head downstairs. My legs feel like jelly as they carry me towards another huge moment. My hands shake, but I hold on tightly on the banister as I head down to the kitchen, where Juliet's making tea. There is a second mug set on the table, full of steaming hot chocolate.
Right on time, like always. I was just about to call for you.
I heard you get up a little while ago. I was still doing some thinking, though.
I see. So I take it that means you've made up your mind about Aspen, then?
Yeah. It wasn't easy, but I have.
Matters of the heart are rarely easy. Shall we sit?
Yeah.
We take our usual seats, the third one conspicuously empty. I take a big gulp of my hot chocolate while Juliet takes a small sip of tea. Wiping my mouth with the back of my hand, I lean back in my chair, take a deep breath, and nod.
I've decided.
Alright, we get to decide. Alright, anyways. Oh my god. See, the thing is, in the beginning, I was like, oh, I think Miho and Juliet go really well together because they live very long, right? So they'll have each other through thick and thin. But Aspen is just so endearing and I don't know. I really do like Aspen for like her wittiness, and also she puts in a lot of work. She's a very hard worker, and I can definitely respect that. So I think we'll go on the Aspen route for now and see what happens.
I want to try things with Aspen. I know it'll be hard, but I want to try.
I feel more sure of the words as I say them. Something about this decision feels right. I do want to try. Like Aspen said yesterday, it's out there now, and I can't take it back.
I know she's a human, and so...
yeah.
Someday it'll hurt. But I can't just always run away from things that are painful. Because... if it hurts, that means it was important, doesn't it?
In a way.
It certainly does. That's a wise way to think about it.
I know I don't know much about love, or how to be in love with someone. But I'm willing to learn, and try.
As I speak, I feel something stir in my heart. That feeling of excitement that's pushed me forward so many times before, kept me motivated in my lifelong search. Is that the feeling that could grow? I've always struggled to put a name to it. Could it be?
Trying is all anyone could ask of you. Aspen or otherwise. All you have to do is be yourself. That's who Aspen fell in love with, after all. I can't tell you how happy I am for both of you.
As it begins to sink in, I feel a grin spreading across my face. Aspen is in love with me, and I think that maybe, just maybe, I could be in love with her too.
Thanks.
Oh, that's so cute.
I wish she was here, so I could tell her right now. Tomorrow seems so far away.
Oh.
I'm certain she's thinking the same thing. Still, it is rather like her to say something so momentous and then disappear.
Yeah.
It took quite a while for her to work up the courage to tell you.
With a wink, Juliet lifts her teacup.
I wouldn't be surprised if she borrowed the idea from some book or another.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. And wait, you knew she was gonna tell me?
Not exactly. I've known for a long time that she held feelings for you.
Yeah.
She never told me outright, but Aspen isn't particularly subtle.
I never noticed. But I guess I don't know what I would have been looking for either.
All that's important is that she was able to tell you how she felt, and you were able to accept those feelings. Anything along the way was but a means to the same end.
Juliet's right. Not just about Aspen, but about my life in general, as she herself pointed out not that long ago. I thought it had all been for nothing, pointless ever since Jung-Yin died without my knowing it, as if I'd reached a dead end myself. But that was just the end of a chapter in my life, not the whole story, as Aspen would say. I had thought my life as I knew it was ending, and maybe that was true. On the other hand, I feel like a new life for myself is just beginning, one that isn't so solitary and lonesome. Nearly every day I discover something new about myself, things I used to think were impossible, at least for someone like me. Maybe I'm not so different after all. I found a new place to belong, and someone new to share my life with, as much of it as I can. Aspen, who's seen just as many different sides of me as I have of her, and who still chose to tell me she loved me, even though she'd never told anyone that before. I can't wait for her to get back so we can find out what's next together. Aww. We have nothing more to really say about it until Aspen returns. Julia and I move on to talking about other things, like the library and recent events. I feel pleasantly warm, like I'm glowing as we sit there and chat. That sensation carries me through the rest of the evening and all the way to bed, where I lie for hours. Usually I'm frustrated when the chaos of my own thoughts stops me from falling asleep, but for the first time ever, excitement, rather than fear, is what keeps me awake. Instead of just waiting for the day to end, I close my eyes, looking forward to the dawn of tomorrow. For once, my struggle to fall asleep worked out in my favor. I sleep until later than usual the next morning, meaning I don't have to wait as long for Aspen's bus to arrive. I've barely even woken up and I'm already thinking about her. Looking up at the ceiling, I can't help but smile. I wonder if she's thinking about me too. I'm too full of nervous energy to stay in bed for too long, so I hop up and get ready in a hurry. Sorry, my cat is rubbing against the mic. In the kitchen, I figured Juliet must have already eaten, cleaned up, and gone to bed, because I don't see any dishes or leftover food. To my surprise, she comes downstairs just a minute after I do.
Good morning.
Hey! I didn't wake you up, did I?
No, not at all. Although I was upstairs, I thought I'd wait and have
Aw.
breakfast with you like usual.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I kind of fell asleep late, so I slept in too.
Understandable. I'm sure you have lots on your mind.
You can say that again.
I take my seat at the table while Julia pokes through the fridge.
Are you hungry for anything in particular?
Not really. Maybe something light? I don't think I can finish a big meal right now.
Chuckling, Juliet retrieves a couple pieces of fruit and some corn, and some cheese.
Butterflies in your tummy?
Nah, I haven't eaten anything. I'm just curious.
I'm sure I would be too, in your position.
I love how Juliet just glosses over it. It's the difference between Aspen and Juliet, is that Juliet kind of just lets the things settle, and Aspen's like, oh my god, no, you have to understand.
Although, Aspen did the difficult task of taking the first step. You have the luxury of being the one to respond.
Real.
That's true.
Juliet sets a platter with slices of apples and oranges, as well as a few blocks of cheese on the table between us, and I idly munch on some fruit.
Do you want to come wait at the station with me? I'm leaving after we're done eating.
I'll pass, but thank you. The two of you will have plenty to talk about on your own, I'm sure. But I imagine I'll see you both later tonight?
Definitely.
The minutes pass by agonizingly slowly, especially after Juliet goes to bed, but eventually it's late enough for me to leave. I burst up out of my seat, forcing myself not to walk too fast. As long as I'm walking, I'm doing something. If I get there too early, I have to wait, and I hate waiting. Humming to myself, I follow the same route Aspen and I took yesterday. If I wanted to, I probably could have found a faster way, or even a longer way to kill more time. It's not worth the risk of getting lost, though. The closer I get to the station, the faster my heart races. The growing anticipation, the way I can't think about anything else, it reminds me of something. Something I haven't experienced in ages. It reminds me of days in the forest towards the end of my time as a regular fox. The way I felt on the way to the clearing every day to see my person. Back then it was different, of course. More instinct, less thinking, but it still pushed me forward. That was love, wasn't it? In my own way, just like Juliet said. Usually something like that would stop me in my tracks, but today it just makes me smile. My good mood carries me the rest of the way to the bus station. I pause at the intersection where we stood yesterday when Aspen said everything. This spot will be special to me forever, I already know. I hurry across to the other side. There are a handful of other people waiting, standing, or leaning against the fence. I sit down on one of the empty benches, practically buzzing with anticipation. I watch the clock as it continues to tick away until finally the scheduled minute comes, and there's no bus. I sigh, disappointed but not too surprised. Since when are buses ever exactly on time anyway? Soon the bus is a couple minutes late, and then 5 minutes, and it gets harder and harder not to worry.
Good thing she left early.
I notice that I'm not alone. Some of the other people waiting are beginning to get agitated too. One person stands on the edge of the sidewalk, peering in either direction. A couple others who have been waiting in the boarding zone since I got here sit down on one of the benches near me and pull out their phones. One of them taps a few times, reads something, and then groans.
Told you. Delayed. Says it right here.
Aspen's gonna forget about Miho.
Guess I owe you a tenner. It say how long?
Nope. Just says delayed due to vehicle issues.
Oh. Dread seizes me with a shaky hand. I tap one of the travelers on the shoulder.
Excuse me. Which bus is it that's delayed?
That be Route 4. You waiting for it too?
My friend's on it. I don't know which, but she was supposed to be here 10 minutes ago.
Aye. Well, probably the same one then. Bad luck, but it does happen every now and then. I hope you weren't in a hurry.
Oh.
I was, actually. Do you know what they'll do? What'll happen to the people on the bus?
Well, I imagine the city will have to send someone out, figure out what's wrong, fix it, or send a replacement.
Yeah, that's usually it.
I'm sure your friend will get here one way or another, but it could be hours. You might want to give them a call and find out where they are. Might be quicker for them to find their own ride home.
I vault off the bench before he's even finished speaking, dashing back the way I came.
Hey, good luck.
I barely hear him. Of all the buses to break down, of all the days for it to happen, as I run, I can't help but think about how unfair it is for anyone else in the world. A couple-hour bus delay could be annoying, but that's it. But for me and Aspen, I don't even want to think about what it would be like if she forgot me. After getting back to the library in record time, I practically crashed through the doors as I head upstairs. For the second day in a row, I knock on Juliet's bedroom door before having to bend over to catch my breath. It's been ages since I've run that long, and it shows. Juliet answers the door quickly.
Miho? What's wrong?
Aspen's bus still isn't here. Someone at the station said one of them broke down on the way. What if it was hers?
Wordlessly, Juliet hurries to retrieve her phone. It looks weirdly out of place in her hand as she navigates through several screens slower than Aspen would. Her face turns grim after only reading for a moment.
It seems you're right.
Oh. The confirmation just tightens the knot in my chest, and I just barely manage to croak out a question.
What do we do?
Oh.
How long do you have left?
2 hours. A little less.
She shouldn't be too far away. I'll try calling her.
It doesn't even ring, instead it goes straight to voicemail. I look up at Juliet helplessly, trying to ignore the panic that'll overrun me if I let it.
She did say that she'd have poor reception en route. Here, Miho. Keep trying. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh my god, Juliet. Dude, she's so... Get a friend that's like Juliet real. She hands me the phone and shows me how to use it before hurrying into her bedroom. I hit the button again, staring at the small contact photo of Aspen that Juliet had saved. It's a picture of Aspen at the breakfast table, smiling awkwardly. Her voicemail message starts again, so I cancel and try it again and again and again, but it's the same result every time. I end the call and start another one for what must be the 6th or 7th time.
Juliet, is that...
My thumb is on the end call out of habit, and I barely manage to stop myself from pressing it.
Aspen!
There's a loud burst of static.
You?
Aspen! It's me! Where are you?
Juliet comes back out when she hears me waiting anxiously by my side. Aspen says something again, but it's garbled by the connection.
What? I can't hear you!
King reception. Let me...
King reception. Everything goes quiet, and for a terrible moment, I'm afraid that the call has dropped.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Instead, I nearly drop the phone when her voice comes through again, much clearer this time.
Good. I can't move from this spot then. It's the only place I have service.
Where are you?
God, we're so close. I can literally see the city in the distance. Something's wrong with the bus. I don't know what. They said there's another one coming to pick us up, but I'm not sure when it's supposed to be here.
We only have 2 hours before.
I know. Trust me, I know. I was hoping the replacement would be here sooner, but that's not going to happen.
Aspen, you said you're close. Do you know where exactly?
I don't, no, but there's just the one road into the city, and I can see it. That's what I'll do, actually. I'll start walking towards the city, and hopefully I'll see the other bus on the way.
Will that work?
I don't know. I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, Aspen. Juliet and I look at each other. I wonder if she has the same thought I do.
Okay. I'm coming
Oh,
too!
it's cute!
What? Coming where?
Wherever you are. You said it's just one road, right? I'll meet you on it.
You'll... Okay. I understand.
I'll be there on time. I promise.
From the other end of the line comes the very clear sound of Aspen sniffling. Oh!
Okay. I'll see you soon. As soon as I start walking, I'll probably lose reception again. I'll try to call you when I can.
Okay. Okay, I'm on my way.
The line clicks dead and I try to hand Julia her phone, but she shakes her head.
Hold on to it. You can bring it back to me after you find her.
I nod, there's no time to talk about anything else.
How do I get there?
Juliet pulls up a map and shows me, pointing out where the library is.
I was going to try to find a taxi. Between traffic and everything else, I'm not sure it would be faster. It's so far away though, Miho. Are you sure you'll be alright?
Oh my god, is it Fox mode
I
time?
will. I have to be.
I immediately make for the stairs, pausing for just a second.
Thanks.
Oh.
Thank me later. Together.
Oh! I nod and then I transform as I bolt out the front door. Foxes can't run as long as humans can, but they can run faster. As a Gumiho, maybe I can do both. Wind whips at my tails as I rush forward, channeling whatever willpower and determination I can into running. The map Juliet gave me show which roads to take to get out of the city, but I don't need roads. I run straight up for the edge of town, dodging traffic, pedestrians, and more. Dogs bark as I race through their yards and shock people gape as I dash past them without paying any attention. I don't even know how long I run for, I just know that I don't stop. Even when my legs and chest start to ache, I keep going. A little pain now is nothing compared to what losing Aspen would be like. The buildings begin to thin out even as the traffic increases, and finally I find myself out of Wellington. Following the road, I race towards where Aspen must be. Cars and trees fly by, replacing the buildings and street signs. There are hills and forests that I'm sure are as beautiful as everything else I've seen, but I hardly notice them at all. The longer I run, the more it starts to take its toll on me. Against my will, I can feel my speeds flagging, each step taking just a little more effort than the last. I've pushed this form to its absolute limit, and eventually it brings me to a halt. I change form once again, gasping for air as I place my hands on my knees, trying to catch my breath. The run from the station back to the library winded me, and this was many times harder. But I can't stop moving. I have to keep going. I have to. Lungs on fire and with my legs feeling like lead, I make myself take another step and then another. Mustering all my strength, I break into a jog, the fastest I can manage. I keep my gaze set on the horizon, hoping for a glimpse of her. Anything to set my mind at ease. Anything. The sun begins to dip even lower, as if even the sky is reminding that time is running out. My steps are leaden and my mind abuzz with wordless fear and worry. At first, I don't believe my eyes when I finally spot someone walking in my direction far off in the distance. Please let it be her. A steady trot is all I can do by now, and I let even that slow to a normal walking pace. The other figure and I walk toward each other, but the sun shines in my face and obscures them from vision. Raising one hand to shield my eyes, I see a familiar hat, the glint of light on familiar glasses. I see Aspen running towards me. All I can do is stand there, overwhelmed with relief so intense that all I can do is shake. I made it. She's here.
Miho!
She remembers! As she approaches, she also slows and then comes to a stop.
Miho!
Aww. I don't even know what to say. How can I respond? How can I put all the excitement, the worry, and the relief that she's made me feel in the past 24 hours into words? How do I say it? Silently, I close the distance between us. I can see her eyes searching mine, looking for an answer to the unspoken question. Overhead, the sun dips behind a cloud, done watching us for the day, and throwing a handful of colors into the sky as it leaves. I have struggled to find words before, but this is different. Like Aspen said yesterday, not just any words will do. I stop just an arm's length from Aspen, close enough to see the glint of tears hiding in her eyes.
I was so worried.
Oh my god. Her voice is barely a whisper, but I can't hear anything else. Looking up into her eyes, I'm surprised to find the answer to my own question. One that I didn't know I wanted to ask until just now. One that requires more than words. Or maybe less. Oh my god! I'm just gonna screenshot this one and post it here and really quickly just do this, and then I take the last step that separates us and lean forward to kiss Aspen. The marks of human affection have always seemed so strange and foreign to me, and maybe even unappealing. As I kiss her, I think I understand. Without hesitation, Aspen's hands rise to touch my face, holding me in place as if I don't want to leave. She moves like she was waiting for this. Maybe she was. It's unlike anything I've ever felt before. The closeness, the warmth. I place my own hand against her wrist. I think maybe I understand Aspen's fear better now, because I would also be content if this moment lasted forever. Ah! Even when we separate, Aspen's hands stay on my shoulder, keeping me close. Oh, it's so cute. Let's save that one too.
I see you thought about what I said.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
And practically nothing else.
Ah! Pulling me into a hug, Aspen rests her face against mine.
So I wasn't the only one then.
Oh. She sighs contently.
There's so much more I want to say, but this is hardly the place to say it now, is it?
I'd nearly forgotten where we were, not far from the side of the road. Turning around, I looked back at the city, which is starting to light up for the evening.
Oh, right. It's kind of a long way home, you know.
Yeah. Aspen squeezes my hand.
I have all the time in the world.
Open ending? What the hell does that mean? Open ending.